This is the story of a father and son.
Give me some names. Give them to me right now and I'll cut you a soft deal.
Before Menace to Society, before Training Day, there was a gritty hood classic that dared to show something different. A path to redemption in the concrete jungle of Los Angeles. But what you didn't know is that South Central, the 1992 crime drama that stunned audiences with its raw portrayal of gang life, almost never happened. Today, we're diving deep into the shadows of one of the most authentic yet overlooked films of the 90s, uncovering 12 obscure facts that'll change how you see this powerful story of fatherhood, redemption, and the courage to break cycles of violence. This isn't just another hood movie. This is the film that Oliver Stone himself believed in when others walked away.
That man is in prison or dodging prison, and his kids suffer.
Fact number 1, the $1 million miracle. When writer-director Stephen Milburn Anderson discovered Donald Bakir's book, Crips, the story of the South Central LA street gang, he desperately wanted to adapt it, but several black-owned studios had already placed bids on the property. In a moment that changed cinema history, Bakir, impressed by Anderson's short film Hearts of Stone, sold him the rights for just $1. That's right. This powerful story that would go on to influence a generation of filmmakers was acquired for less than the cost of a soda in 1992. Fact number 2, Sundance's connection that caught Oliver Stone's eye. Few people realize that South Central only exists because of a short film shown at Sundance. Anderson's previous work, Hearts of Stone, premiered at the festival in 1990, where it caught the attention of legendary filmmaker Oliver Stone. The short, about two young gang members settling their differences over a game of Russian roulette, so impressed Stone that he agreed to produce Anderson's feature adaptation of Bakir's book, creating what would become one of the most authentic portrayals of South Central LA ever committed to film. Fact number 3, Rio Crips on set. In an unprecedented move that would be nearly impossible today, Anderson filmed on location in actual gang territories and hired real Crip gang members as background actors. This wasn't just for authenticity, it was a necessity. Anderson had to get permission from local gangs to film in their neighborhoods, and in exchange, he provided food for the community and jobs for locals. This collaborative approach gave the film its distinctive atmosphere of realism that even big-budget productions have struggled to replicate since. If you're enjoying these insider facts about South Central, hit that like button and subscribe to Prime Time Throwback for more untold stories behind your favorite crime classics. We dig deeper so you don't have to. Fact number 4, the Rodney King timing disaster. The film's release faced a catastrophic marketing challenge when the LA riots erupted from April 29th to May 4th in '92. Warner Brothers, terrified that the film would be perceived as exploitative or inflammatory, nearly shelved it completely. The studio was so concerned about potential backlash that they hired Reverend Jesse Jackson to narrate the trailer, lending the film credibility and positioning it as a thoughtful examination of urban issues rather than exploitation. Fact number 5, Glenn Plummer's life-changing performance. Glenn Plummer, who portrays Bobby Johnson in the film, later revealed in interviews that men would approach him on the street to tell him that his final speech at the end of the movie about being a father to his son actually inspired them to reconnect with their own kids. What started as a powerful performance became real-world impact, with Plummer unintentionally becoming a voice for responsible fatherhood in communities across America.
I told a man in prison that I would save my son's life, even if it took my life.
Fact number 6, the forbidden gang name. The gang in the film is called the Deuces, but this wasn't the original name in the book. Anderson couldn't simply use Crips in the movie, despite it being the title of Bakir's book. This wasn't simply a creative decision. Using the actual gang name would have created potential legal and safety issues for the production. The compromise led to the fictional Deuces game, allowing the film to tell its story without direct reference to the real-world organization. Fact number 7, the Muslim influence. One of the most authentic elements of the film often goes unnoticed is the portrayal of Islamic influence in prison rehabilitation. Donald Bakir, himself a devout Muslim, insisted on showcasing how Muslim teachings help many incarcerated men find structure and purpose. The character of Ali represents the real-world impact of Muslim prison ministries that were powerful forces for rehab in the California correctional system, a phenomenon rarely depicted so accurately in mainstream cinema.
You got your second chance. Don't blow it, brother.
I won't blow it.
Are you a deuce?
No, I am not.
Can you stand alone like a man has to?
Yes.
Fact number 8. The short film connection. Many viewers don't realize that Glenn Plummer, who stars as Bobby Johnson, has already worked with director Stephen Milburn Anderson in the short film Hearts of Stone, which caught Oliver Stone's attention. This established relationships partly why Plummer's performance feels so natural and lived in. Their previous collab created a shorthand that allowed Plummer to deliver one of his most authentic portrayals of redemption in 90s cinema. Fact number 9. Shot on a shoestring. While most studios of the era had budgets in the tens of millions, South Central was produced for a mere $2 million, practically nothing in Hollywood money. Originally, the film was supposed to be financed by RCA Columbia Home Video, but when the company went out of business, the project seemed doomed. Warner Brothers stepped in to acquire the film, but the shoestring budget remained, forcing Anderson to be creative with every aspect of production. Fact number 10. Schools and prison shootings. After its release, South Central found a second life beyond theaters. The film was shown in juvenile detention centers and high schools across America as an educational tool. For Donald Bakir, who was an English and drama teacher at Washington High School in LA, this fulfilled his mission to save lives, not win Oscars. At one special screening for Bakir's students, high school counselor Henrietta Smith noted the film's message of hope had a powerful effect on students. If you're still with us, you're about to get 2 bonus facts that even die-hard fans might not know about. Drop a comment below if you've seen South Central and tell us which scene hit you the hardest. Bonus fact number 11. The white director's standing ovation. In a powerful moment that challenged racial assumptions, Stephen Milburn Anderson, described by the Los Angeles Times as the white director of a black story, received a standing O after a special screening at an all-black high school in D.C. This reaction challenged the growing narrative of the time that only black directors could authentically tell black stories, proving that research, respect, and collaboration could transcend racial boundaries in storytelling. Bonus fact number 12. The New York Times endorsement. Janet Maslin of the New York Times placed Anderson in her Who's Who among hot new filmmakers list in 1992 alongside Quentin Tarantino and Tim Robbins. This prestigious recognition put Anderson in the company of directors who would go on to define 90s cinema. Yet Anderson's career never reached the height of his contemporaries, making South Central one of cinema's great what-if stories of potential unfulfilled. South Central didn't win awards. It didn't need to. This film about a father's struggle to save his son from gang life spoke truth to a generation and stands today as a testament to authentic storytelling. In a world of franchises and formula, let's remember the power of a single story told with conviction.
But Kelly's his mama now and Deuce is his daddy.
Let him go now!
If you want more untold stories behind the crime classics that shaped culture, subscribe to Prime Time Throwback. We're digging deep to bring you the facts Hollywood doesn't want you to know. Until next time, I'm your host, and this has been Prime Time Throwback.